this has not been the best month for me in terms of like progress for my projects. However, I love Deck of Panning. This is one of my favorite projects with my little drag queen cards. So I'm just gonna get into it. This is the last update before the finale next month. And I'm excited. I hope this comes back for next year. Anyway, if you are not familiar with this project, it was created by Emily, who's here on YouTube and also on Instagram. It is surrounding a deck of cards, and it was inspired by Books with Maddie. But basically you draw a card, there's a corresponding prompt, and you have to pick a product to go with it. So I enjoyed this project a lot. I think this is really fun. Let's just jump into my progress, shall we? All right, I feel like I have to do this every time because I keep seeming to roll out products early, but housekeeping notes. I rolled out this little ColourPop cream eyeshadow in the shade Agave Bloom a little early because I only had 2 uses left. And I just want to say I used it those 2 times. That's it. It's just like a nude cream shadow. So that's all. Just saying I did my job there. Anyway. All right. The first actual product I want to talk about is my Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Beam. I rolled this in for the prompt In It for the Long Haul, which is supposed to be a 100-use goal, which is very lofty for anything really, but I've used this 3 times in the last month for a total of 27 uses so far. So we are slowly making our way through this. With the finale next month, there's obviously no way I will get 73 uses on it in that time, and that's fine. I am glad I got some usage on it this year. 27 is a lot more than I probably would have done had it not rolled into this project. So I'm very happy about that. But I will continue to use it a few times. Once I realized that there's no way I'm gonna hit 100 uses by the end of the year, I kind of just stopped focusing on it quite so much, which is why there was only 3 uses this last month. And that's fine. I'm not mad about it. Again, I've used it more this year than I would have if it was not in this project. So maybe next year I will try and finish this. We'll see. But this one will be staying for 1 more month. Next prompt was most recent purchase, and I had recently made a Sephora order and got this Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I set a goal to use it 15 times. I've used it 6 times so far. I am currently working on my Milk Hydro Grip in my project pan, and I'm so close to finishing that one, so I'm really focusing on that at the moment. Actually, I used this today, so I'm at 7. But yeah, working on the Milk Hydro Grip primarily, and used this a few times in between. I think I like this primer. I think I like how it looks on my skin. I think I really need to sit and look at how my skin looks, especially after a few hours with this. But yeah, I'm still working on forming an opinion about it, basically, because it is so new. So what did I say? 7 uses. So I have 8 to go. Geez, that was harder than it needed to be. Next prompt I had was autumn, and I rolled in the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. This color story just screams fall to me. I think this is so beautiful. Reminds me of the fall leaves. I want to go run outside and be in the crisp air and pick apples and stuff like that. So I set a goal just to reach for this palette 10 times. I'm going to say I'm at 4 so far. This shadow right here, the shade Queen, just rolled into my Pan Those Eyeshadows. So I've reached for that a few times, but I feel like just using that shade doesn't warrant counting the whole palette as a use. So I only counted that twice out of the 5 times I've used that shade so far. But this palette is so expensive and I need to make sure I'm getting some use on it. So this will be remaining in for 6 more uses. I really, really like this palette. I think I can hit the 6 uses on this in the next month. Next, I had the prompt vacation/travel, and I picked this Too Faced little mini chocolate bar palette. This was a points perk at Sephora ages ago. And it comes with 3 eyeshadows and a chocolate Soleil bronzer. which for me, this is not for travel because I need way more than this. But for some people, I could see this working perfect as like a travel palette. I feel like I would need like 2 other eyeshadow palettes to go with this, but that's just me. I've thought about wanting to use this as like a pan that palette for next year and just focusing on this. You can see I do have a shade or pan in the top shade there. But I do not know if I could finish this bronzer. I am still working on my e.l.f. Putty bronzer, which is going to take me a really long time to finish. So we'll see. I might do a video on like help me pick my Pan That palette for next year. I'm not doing a Pan That palette currently, but I think I want to try that again next year, or try it. I kind of did it this year. That's besides the point. I've used this, I set a goal to use this 10 times. I've used it 8 times so far. So I'm gonna roll it out basically. And I'll just use the bronzer like twice more and it'll be fine. So this one will be rolling out today. And then the last prompt I had was foundation, and I rolled in the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. You can tell this doesn't really match my skin tone, and I feel like this oxidizes fairly dark on me. So I need to find a way to, and I don't know yet if I want to get like one of the white like mixing bases or whatever to mix in with this to like make this work for me a little bit better. I do know that people say that this goes off pretty fast, so I want to try and finish this soon. I am working on a different foundation in my Project Pan at the moment, and I think when that one is done, this one will then become my oldest foundation. So I think I will want to finish this one up then. I set a goal to use this 20 times. I've used it 7 times so far. So we're working on it. I think this one could be done next month. I think if I bought between this and the one in my Project Pan, I will be just fine. So this one will be staying in. So here's the thing, with the next update being the finale, next month being the finale, I kind of want to roll in like 3 prompts just because I want to have an excuse to like rotate through some more of my collection a little bit and allow myself to use some other products that I have that I maybe wouldn't reach for if I didn't roll it into this project. So I think I'm going to do that. Even though I only had technically 1 product, technically 0 rolling out here. I think I'm going to draw 3 cards just so I can try and get some more usage on other products in my collection. And then if I don't hit my goal, I don't hit my goal. Then it's the finale, and then hopefully the project will restart in January and I can just do a full refresh then. So maybe that's backwards thinking, I don't know. But that's how I want to approach this today. Again, I have my Drag Queen deck of cards here, and with these cards, it only has like, let me find one, different queens on the face cards. Like here's Bianca, and I don't think since I've gotten these I've pulled any face cards. So I like can't show off the fun cards that I have. They just look like regular deck of cards, but whatever. So I'm shuffling the deck. I will pop the game board up on the screen. I have it pulled up here, but I haven't really looked at it yet, so I'm a little nervous to see what we get. I do have a Joker in there as well, which would not be the worst thing to draw right now if I had to, because this will be rolling out next month, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna cut the deck here. First card, again, we're gonna draw 3. Ooh, Miss Coco Peru, the King of Spades, which a black spade is, newest product. I literally went to Ulta today and bought some stuff for Black Friday. So that'll be great. Next one, the 3 of Clubs, which is, ooh, indie. Perfect. And then one more, the Queen of Diamonds, which is Project Graveyard. Okay, me go grab those cards. I feel really good about this. I think this will add some new things that I'm excited to work on. I will grab those and return shortly. Okay. I gotta do this fast before the sun goes down, but we'll be fine. So let's see. First card I had was the King of Spades. And that's newest product. I literally went to Ulta today because they started their Black Friday deals today. And I've been eyeing this palette for a really long time. Mostly because, okay, it's the Stone Cold Fox palette from ColourPop. I decluttered my Naked 2 palette earlier this year, which I feel like was a wonderful cool toned palette, and I feel like I've been missing some like cool toned shades since getting rid of that. So I've had my eye on this for a while. It was 50% off for Black Friday, so it was $17. So I've literally been thinking about this for like a year, but struggled to spend like $30 something on a ColourPop palette, but I'm fine with spending $18 on a ColourPop palette. So this is the Stone Cold Fox palette. Literally got it this afternoon, like a few hours ago. So I think I want to set a goal to use this 5 times. I might take this with me when I leave for Thanksgiving. I'm going to Napa for Thanksgiving, which I'm very excited about. So I just want to use this 5 times, and I will feel good about getting some use on newer products in my collection as well. Next card I had was the 3 of Clubs. And sticking with my eyeshadow theme, first of all, I had to get a new giant ass Give Me Glow empty palette because I love my giant one and I filled it up. So that's not my proudest moment. But anyway, I picked up I placed my first order with Looksy Beauty, and I picked up their whole fall collection, plus a few other shades. So this is not organized by any means. This is fully just like all the Looksy shades here, and then these are some other like non-indie brands. So I think I want to set a goal just to reach into these Looksy shades 5 times. There are so many gorgeous colors in here. Like, look at this freaking multi-chrome. So it's the only multi-chrome I purchased in this order. It's very purple and also very green. It is stunning. This one is called Euphoria. And I just haven't had an opportunity to play with these yet. So again, I think just 5 uses on these will be all I need, and I will feel good about that. So 5 uses for my Looksy shades. And finally, where did it go? The last prompt I had was the Queen of Diamonds, which is Project Graveyard. So since I haven't been like project panning for all that long, I am going to pull a Collecting Cobwebs product versus something that has been in a project in the past. And I'm going to do this Too Faced Melted Chocolate Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in the shade Chocolate Honey. I don't even think they make these anymore. And I think this is like a brown shade. I feel like this kind of shade is very popular right now. That's right there. And I just have not gotten a lot of use on it, and I would like to. So I think I'm going to set a goal to use this like 5 times in the next month, which I think is reasonable. We'll see. But just something that's older in my collection I would like to get some use on. Maybe finish at some point as well. Maybe check to make sure it's even good anymore. So 5 uses on this guy. And I feel good about rolling in some like new prompts, even though I didn't need to. This is why I love like project panning and just beauty in general and everything. It's just all about like having fun with it and making sure, with project panning specifically, it's like enjoying what you have, even though I literally went shopping at Ulta today. And yeah, I feel good about the things that I have rolled in. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. And otherwise, I will talk to you all later. Have a happy Thanksgiving if you're in the US. I hope you are spending it around people you love, whether that's friends or family or whomever. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.